And basically, we're challenging the lack of imagination on one of the best universities in the world. They can have one, they can have all trees, redwoods, and new gyms, or they can chop down the trees, give the contract to a war profiteer that used to be owned by the chair of the board of the UC Regents, Richard Blum, which is the husband of Dianne Feinstein, which is the senator of California. So she makes the lobbying and he gets the money. We are that, in other language, is called conflict of interest or corruption. And we are not down with that. So it's time to break the silence, break the isolation, and change the story. This is our story. And we're trying to spread the word in the ancient way of oral tradition, speaking out. And the way to change the story is exposing their lies, breaking the silence, getting connected, breaking the isolation, and change the story. That's why we're here.
So what do you say to the people who think that you're wasting your time? Everyone who is putting efforts into such things are wasting your time.
I respect their opinion. We all have different perspectives, and maybe at this time they don't see the way we see things. We are thinking that this is a critical moment.
Why is it so important that it happens in Berkeley before anywhere else?
Well, first of all, this place is a wonderful spot. It's a magical spot. We have this multicultural, multi-ideology, multi-religion spot where you have to be open to many, many perspectives. And if they think that we are wasting our times, well, this man is putting his life on the line to make people wake up. And for me, that's touching. Other people have have stopped cooperating with the university because we believe that it's time to rise up. It's time to say, I'm not cooperating with an irresponsible institution that is putting at risk the survival of our species. If that's not important for them, well, our generation and future ones will be the best judges, and they will say, why were you doing when the world was burning? Well, we were protesting, but at the same time we're giving solutions, and we were riding our horses, riding our bikes, and growing our own food, and doing our own universities, and looking for universal education and free healthcare. Those are the values that we stand for, and we believe that it's time to stop valuing wealth by money and the size of the bank accounts and the size of our cars and jets. And now wealth means to have healthy communities, healthy families, and the quality of our relationships. So we respect their opinion, and we invite them to put their little contribution. They don't have to be living in a tree. They just go to a supermarket and make a conscientious consumption. That's part of the revolution, and we are happy with that.
So during the Vietnam conflict of the 60s and 70s, when the protests first erupted, spread like wildfire from Berkeley, it's very well documented that it may have helped spread the anti-war movement throughout the country. It may have sped up our pulling out of Vietnam, a good 3 to 4, 5 years earlier than we might have.
Yeah.
Which had saved tens of thousands of
lives. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
So when you think of that, and when you think of the rich history and culture of Berkeley as being an educated, well, multicultural bastion for freedom and justice throughout the world, what does that mean to you?
It means a lot because this is like the epicenter, one of the epicenters all over the world. And one of the differences that I would say with the 60s is that we still are idealists, but at the same time, we are pragmatic idealists. And there's this sister!
How are you?
Hi.
Oh, sorry. Mwah. Oh, hey, I was out of jail thinking this
arrested?
wonderful.
This sister just was here. We have two beautiful sisters, Jessica and Lucy. They were arrested for giving food and water. In this school now, if you give food and water to a human being, that's considered a crime. Well, conservative Jessica and liberal Lucy, they don't believe it. And they say that if there's an unjust law, they're going to break the law again and again. And that's the difference of our generation. We are idealists, but we are also pragmatic. And it feels good, it feels good to be here and be part of this movement. And we are not just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 400 people like we're 2 days ago. We are millions all over the world, and we're making this happen because our generation is different. So even though the corporate media is not sharing all these movements, there's millions of people out there that support this young man, and they're very proud of him.
Is there anything else you would like to say to the people who are going to see this video? This is going to be on YouTube.
Okay, I would say the time is now. The choice is ours. We are the ones we were waiting for. And if you want to be a rebel, be kind.
Thank you.
Ready. Thank you.